Would you like to have more people joining your team? Would you like to have more people signing up as customers? Well, today, my friends, we are talking all about a long lost art, a secret from the past that many people don't know about today, or they're just not using it in their business. And this is something that will help you get more signups. It will help you improve your closing ratio. It's going to help you grow the team. So it is exciting to be back with you. We just had a little technical difficulty. So if you're just jumping on, great to see you. If you're watching on the replay, drop a hashtag replay. If you are watching live, definitely let me know who you are, where you're coming in from, and drop a hashtag live. Now, if we haven't met before, great to meet you. My name is Summer Jeronimo, and I'm going to share with you a little on my journey in network marketing. You know, I got started in the business about 10 years ago, and I was like so many other people who we had a reason to join. Like, we had lost our home to foreclosure, we lost our business, the real estate meltdown was going down, and network marketing, well, it was plan B. It was what we used to get back on our feet. And we had to go through some learning curve, but we're so very blessed because of what this business has done for us. You know, today I'm happy to say, you know, we have a team of over 50,000 distributors strong. We're financially free. And now my dream and my goal is to help other people do the exact same thing. So if you're a newbie to network marketing, this is for you. If you are a veteran and you've been in the business for a little while, you know, maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, several years, drop how long you've been in. Tell me your story. Tell me how long you've been in the business. Either way, this is for you. And we are going to talk all about how to improve your closing numbers. So, hey, Alicia. Yes, Georgia in the house. Great to see you. What's up, my girl from Florida? How are you? If you're popping on, let me know where you're coming in from so we can have a party. By the way, do yourself a favor. If you want your team to get better at getting more signups, if you want it to go faster, this would be the time to invite them to join us. So feel free to hit the share. And if you do, please drop the share down in the comment section so I can recognize you and thank you. So what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about something that uses this handy little thing right here, our cell phone. And this is something we're so, you know, we're blessed to live in a time where we have these on the go all the time. And what is it exactly? Well, have you ever heard of three-way calls? Three-way calls. If you have not heard of three-way calls, there's actually a lot of people who haven't, and that's why we're talking about it, because it is one of the most effective things that you can do to get more people to say yes, to get more people to jump on board with you, whether they're joining as a business partner or whether they're joining as a customer. Well, what's up, Johannes? Great to see you, girl. How are you? We got rock star leaders here joining us. Go ahead and drop where you're coming in from. So what's a three-way call exactly? How does it work? So a three-way call is basically where you introduce your prospect to somebody else in the mix, somebody else that is going to help kind of share their story to get them to come to a yes decision. So let's talk about this. All right, so imagine this triangle is kind of how business works, right? So here we are, we have your prospect. How are we looking there, guys? Are our words coming up the proper direction? Are you seeing it? Here we go. Okay. All right, you're in. We have the prospect, we have you, and then we have your leader. So most of the time what goes down is people are doing one-on-ones, people are doing home parties, people have events, or they're doing like Zoom meetings, video conferencing, things like that. And it's just you and the prospect. Like, you're chilling out, you're doing your very best to bring the situation to a home. And, you know, sometimes the prospect needs more information. Sometimes they want to talk to their spouse. Sometimes they need to think about it. They have all these different things that they'll say. Has that ever happened to you? Have you had a prospect say any of those things to you? Like, you know they would be awesome at this. You know that they like everything, but for whatever reason, they don't sign up on the spot. If that has happened, drop a 1 in the comment section. So how do we overcome that? Well, what we need to do is we need to bring something else that's gonna kind of help get them off the fence. If you're just jumping on, great to see you guys. What's up, Shannon? Hey, I see Felicia on there. How you guys doing? So how are we gonna get them off the fence? How are we gonna get them to, from, hey, I'm straddling, right? Like I'm sitting here thinking about what I wanna do to, yeah, let's do this. This would be great for me. How we're gonna do that is obviously we wanna include the leader. We wanna include somebody that's gonna somehow add some value to this situation, and they're also gonna edify you in the process. Now, there's two different ways that we can do this. One is obviously, typical three-way call where you're on the phone with them, you get your leader to join, and then from there, you guys have a conversation. The other way is through using Facebook. So I'll put a note here. We have calls and Facebook. So each of them have their own benefits and advantages and disadvantages, but whatever you're the most comfortable with, whatever your prospect is the most comfortable with. There's a lot of people going high tech and they're using more the Facebook route, but some people, they don't feel as comfortable with that, or they are not, they just don't know how to use it very well. So definitely traditional calls. So how this is gonna go down is, let's say you are gonna do a one-on-one. That is typically when a lot of this will happen. Or let's say you're gonna share your video presentation with a prospect, you're gonna do a Zoom meeting. So you wanna have everything take place. This is really, really important. You wanna make sure you've showed your prospect, like you've laid out the buffet, right? Like everything, they've seen it all. And so once they've seen it all, that's the time where you're gonna initiate your three-way. Now you definitely wanna let your leader know, like, hey, I'm gonna be sharing with a prospect, love for you to be available, could you help me out? And so if they are available and they can help you out, then what you wanna do is after they've seen everything, you wanna edify your leader. You wanna say, now, your leader could be a couple of different people. I'm calling it a leader. It could be somebody that's at your level in the business. It could be somebody that just joined your team. If we're talking to customers or potential customers and potential distributors or consultants, whatever you call them, you want to try and find somebody over here that's going to be a match for this person. So you don't need a powerhouse top producer if you're trying to talk to a customer. What you need is somebody with a customer testimony, right? Somebody that's, they got on your product, it was awesome, they had these incredible results, and they're just gonna share their story. And so you have to kind of think about it in advance. What type of person do you think your prospect is going to be? And who do you think is gonna be the right person to connect them with? Now, part of it you may not know in advance, but a lot of times you'll have a general idea of why you're meeting with them. So you showed them everything you have. Now you want to bring the leader on. First of all, we want to edify the leader. If you're talking to people that could be potential distributors, you're going to basically say, actually, before we do that, what's up, Wanda? Great to see you. I think Shauna came on. Great to see you guys. If you're getting some value out of this so far, we're just getting into things, feel free to share this with your team, invite them on, and definitely drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know if you like what we're talking about. So leader. Okay, so how are we going to edify the leader for distributors? Obviously, if you can say what they've done, hey, this is a person, they're making moves, they're a great, family man or family woman, started off part-time, you're going to kind of share their story in a mini version. And you're going to just basically say, they're super busy, they have so much going on, but we're really blessed because this is someone I get the opportunity to work with. This is someone, thanks guys, you are so sweet. You're going to say, this is someone I get the opportunity to work with. You want to kind of talk about a couple of different areas. So there's 4 different personality types, right? We have people that are expressives. They love the life of the party. They love all the fun stuff. They're all about fun. We have drivers that are like type A, get to the bottom line, show them the money. And then we have analyticals who like facts and figures. And then we have amiables that basically, they just want to save the world. They love everybody. And they're like, how can I help you? They'll give you the shirt off their back, right? So those are the 4 types. So you want to try and say something that's kind of going to hit those when you edify. Now, it could be super simple, but you could just be like, hey, listen, you know what? This is a friend of mine, great family man, great family woman. They have a team that's exploding throughout the United States. So you're hitting the driver, right? When you say family person, you're hitting the amiable. They're going to help you with some more of the facts and figures, any questions you might have. And so let me get them on the line. And so you want to kind of build it up so that when they're talking to the leader, when the leader gets on, the person's like, they're all ears. Like their ears are super big. They're tuned in. They're dialed in. Like if you don't properly edify this leader, your three-way call is not going to be very effective. I'm just going to tell you. It's not going to go the way you want because you haven't given any authority or power to the leader. Mr. Jeronimo, my husband just jumped on. Everybody say, hey, Juan. So you're not going to, if you don't properly edify them, it's not going to go down the way you want it. Now, if we're talking customers, obviously we want someone with a testimony from your product. So you may share a mini version of, hey, this is where they got started. This is what happened in their life. And now here's what they have going on. So whatever it is, whether it's for customers or distributors, you want to edify the leader. Okay. Now, you're going to bring them on. So if you're doing a three-way call, let's say you have called a prospect, they've watched your video. This is the time where you're going to follow back up with them, right? Like you're going to circle back around. You're going to say, hey, they should have watched it by a certain time. You're calling them at that time. Once you call them at that time, you want to kind of go through your closing process. And if you haven't already got them to a yes, then this is when you bring the person on. Thanks for saying hi, guys. This is when you bring the person on. So you edify your leader. Now, what's this leader going to do? Okay, the leader ought to edify you back. Oh, you're working with Shauna. Shauna has had some incredible results. She's out there making moves. You're so blessed that Shauna gave you a call. I mean, like, this girl's making moves. She's got a lot of stuff going on. So the leader is going to edify you, okay? Then the leader's going to share their story and ask the prospect what they liked most and invite them to join. That's basically the flow of a three-way call, and that's how you want it to go down. Now, some people like diagrams, they like facts and figures. So imagine this. So you and the prospect, you guys have relationship. You have a relationship, you probably have some trust, but if you're just getting started, or maybe they know you really well, you may not have all of the credibility that would be helpful, okay? Which is the law of familiarity. I mean, when you get familiar with someone, I mean, just how it gets, right? So that's you and the prospect. However, your leader over here, your leader has had success in network marketing or success in using the product, right? So what do they have? They have credibility. They have credibility. And so basically, you are going to introduce them to someone that has the credibility. If you don't have the credibility with this prospect, it's going to be a third party, somebody else. Your prospect's going to see, oh my goodness, it's bigger than just you and I. There's more stuff going on. And the mixture of all of this is going to help this person say yes faster. It's going to help them jump on board. It's going to help kind of get them off the fence. Because I don't know about you, but there's nothing worse than doing all of this work up front, right? There's nothing worse than doing all this work up front. And then you get there and you show them and they're like, oh, like they don't make a decision. Our goal as network marketers is not necessarily to get a no or get a yes. Our goal is just to collect a decision. I don't know is not what we're looking for. We just want to find out where they're at. If it's for them, wonderful. If it's not for them, wonderful. Either way, are you going to do this? Like, are you going to make this thing happen? If you are, drop a 2 in the comment section. Like, you are committed to your craft. You are going to get to the finish line. And so this whole process is something that not only do you want to use, but you want your team using as well. Like, your team should be blowing up your phone for three-way calls, or you should be blowing up your leader's phone to help you, because the more you implement this and use this, the more people you're going to have say yes. I mean, that's just at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for. That's the most important thing, is growing your team. And so if you're in a spot in your life right now where you want to grow your team, like, you want this to go faster, that you whatever you can do to get you ahead, you're game for it, then I have something that will help you. And it's all about closing. Like, this is another tool in your tool belt, right? But over the years, part of my life I was in sales, and of course a big chunk in network marketing. I've spent a lot of time learning, like, what do I do to help more people say yes? And what I found is if you say certain things, you can completely derail and lose that potential prospect. But if you say another set of words, a certain order, a certain way, that you actually get more and more people signing up. And now, after sitting with hundreds and hundreds of people that have signed on the dotted line, I put together something that I call my closing cheat sheet. And this is the exact 5 steps that I go through every single time I want to help someone make a decision. And so if you would like to get a copy of that, I'll give it to you. It's a PDF. You can download it. You can print it out. You can look at it before you go to your meetings. And so what I'll do is I'll drop a link here in the description, and click on that. It'll take off Facebook. You enter your email, and it will give you access to my closing cheat sheet. So guys, that is it for today. I hope this helped you. I hope this added some value to you. If it did, share the replay. Get your team to listen and to watch they can get the vision. They can buy into it. They can see, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. This is how it works. It's like saves you from having to do any training, right? So get them on here, and great to see you all. Great to see you. I'm using an iPhone, so I would love to scroll through this. I see Jeff. I see Ruby. I see Jose. I see Shauna. All right, guys, I don't want to mess up anything on this phone, but it was so great to be with you all. Feel free to share the replay. Take care. Be blessed. Until next time, go out there. Live your life to the full. Conquer your fears. And let's go get everything that God has in store for you. Take care and be blessed.